Hey there, I'm Mike, and this is an unboxing of Gates of Valhalla from Flying Frog Productions, also a small box unboxing. Alright, here it is. As you can see, there are gates, target gates, Norselands, doorways. Basically, whenever you come across a gate in the game as you play, you can put these up to represent it. And this expansion also comes with 15 cards for Gates of Valhalla specifically. They're all Viking themed. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Here are the gates. Let's see what they look like. And here's the cards right there. The other 4 types of gates. And let's see what this is. All right. So we have plastic doorways, new cards, a little painting guide here for the target gate and the Norselands doorway. Let's see what that looks like right there. So once they're all painted up, they'll look really nice. I really want to see what the cards are like though. Let's see. Okay, so here's the cards. Let's see. We have 2 encounters, 2 Targa Plateau artifacts, 2 Norselands encounters, 2 Norselands artifacts, 3 gear cards, and 4 darkness cards. All right, so that's what makes up these cards here. Let's see. Let's go over one of the artifacts. I don't want to spoil too much here. A Micro Fusion Disruptor. It's a free attack with a range of 3, and the shots are dependent on a dice roll. I'm going to skip over some of the encounters. Maybe a Norselands encounter. Let's go over some gear. A golden mead bow. Yeah, there's that Viking theme right there. Once per adventure, either heal 2d6 wounds or gain d6 ability tokens. It can be Norse only, sells for $3.50. Norse Traveler's Pants, +1 move. Once per adventure, cancel a depth event or darkness card as it is played on the d6 roll of 3 or more. And then let's do 1 darkness card. Divine Judgments. The heroes are judged by the gods for their worthiness. While a hero has 2 or more corruption points, they may not heal wounds, and it will remain in play. I'm not going to go over all these. I'll quickly show some art. Yeah, definitely don't want to read that. And then some more art. Okay, there we go. Here we go. This is for the Norselands. This is a gate. There's not really any gameplay value out of this, but it looks nice. It'll look really nice, all frosty, chilly, all snowy looking. Look at all those icicles draping off. Can you see that? Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's got some nice runes etched in there. That'll be a nice addition. Nice and chunky plastic, good to be painted up. Here we go. And then there's just 3 more of the same, and I think it's best to just move on to the main box. All right, so it safely made its way across the Pacific to Hawaii. Let's see here, unboxed. So here's everything, not as many cards as I'm used to from the other boxes. I was able to trade on Mars for basically the first Kickstarter all in with like Swamp of Sorrows and yeah. All that, and I have a ton of plastic I still haven't built from that, but I liked it so much that I also bought this standalone. This is supposed to be a good first purchase. It's a more condensed box, not as many map tiles, but it's easier to wrap your head around, and there's not as much to build, I guess. This is still a lot of sprues though, but okay. Well, I don't know if you can see this, but this is, what is this? This is an enemy. Troll guy. I don't know much about this actually, but these look to all be sprues of enemies. And then sprues for the Targa Plateau, maybe like a Centurion type or pylon looking kind of guy. And then here are some Vikings. These are some Kremlin looking guys. Some goblin looking guys. They're all goblins here. Oh, these are the Centurions. This is for like the Targa Plateau. I am familiar with this from City of the Ancients. That's like a Targa area, and this also shares the Targa area. So this will build on that if you have that core box. Yeah, these Centurions will fit right in there. Oh, good. This will go over exactly what these guys are. These are the heroes. I don't really want to take them out yet and start messing up my sprues and getting all confused with what base plates goes where, but yeah, here's the Vikings. And then here's our big bad boss. And some chunky plastic right there, boy. All right. And then, okay, so we have our Jarl, our Raider, our Huskarl, and our Berserker. We have Viking warriors, some Grimians. I was kind of close. I said what, Gremlin, Goblin. And there's the Centurion. Just simply called trolls. Librarians. Okay. And then the Frost Giant. Yeah, he's a big boy. Here is the adventure book. So I hear that this is kind of in between, because like with the first expansion, like Swamp of Sorrow, you had to get like Frontier Town for a good event phase once you're done adventuring. And I know there's something like that here. It's kind of like in between. You had to buy like a Frontier expansion for the first games to kind of like give some oomph to that event phase. And I know there's a little bit more to it in this, but it's not as fleshed out as the Frontier Town expansion. Can you guys see that? I love maps. So here's the campaign, explaining how to play missions. In this game, you'll be leveling up, getting loot. You can go back to town and spend these dark stone or dark shards, basically for really powerful gear. Good, I'm glad they're in this also. So this is like a tutorial mission, usually the first one. And then in the back, okay, here's the upgrade charts. Okay, and here's camp. This is what I'm talking about. So there should be a board for this in camp with a little bit more detail than the first game. Oh, look at this, painting guide. I appreciate that. An overview of all the enemies, the library, some background on everything. Oh, straight up painting guide. What colors to use? If you use Army Painter. And then this is for the camp, the event charts you'll be rolling for. Okay. And then, okay, so you could write on this for your heroes as they get more powerful instead of this just their base stats. Next up is the rule book. I'm pretty familiar with this. I should just have to look at the new stuff. It still has a depth track. Line of sight's still the same. Oh, even the same tentacles. And this one, oh, there's no tentacle mini. At least I have 2 sets of tentacle minis from my other 2 games I can use. I guess I'll be painting them up first. Yeah, line of sight's still the same. Solo rules, basically, you can like one-hand it. It is difficult, but you get 2 revive tokens. Yeah, the solo game. There's not much added. There's a glare. There's not much added rules to this. Basically, yeah, just use extra revive tokens. Okay, so not this. There's a lot of rules. There's 43 pages, But a lot of this I don't need to read. Looks like I see some loose. Okay, those are the enemy cards. So here's that camp I was talking about. Definitely not as detailed as the Frontier Town expansion that I love, but I mean, here it is. So these are all everything you can do in camp. You'll have to roll each night. I assume there's a good place to stay and a bad place to stay. And then good and bad stuff happens, mostly bad stuff, each night. Things you can buy, you can get bandages and throwing axes at the expedition supply store. Or I guess maybe just a guy in a tent. A little bit different this time around. A campfire where you can heal up and, you know, cook meat. Viking healer tents. Rolling on the injury chart if you're injured. You can trade. You can forge new armor. All right, I like that. Next up, we have the enemies. Here are those towers, the minis we saw. They are ranged. Centurions. There's that frost giant. He's a big boy. Oh wow, 5 melee, 6 combat, 5 damage. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, he's definitely the boss of the game. Grimians. Are they green or blue? I'll have to figure out how I want to paint them. Librarian. Tentacles. Yeah, they still have smash. They're not different really from what I have. They're still void, nothing different. Some trolls will be fun. And here's our Vikings. They all have the same abilities, I hear. Yeah, Battle Fury, just things are a little bit different. Like he has 16 health, she has 10 health. And yeah, okay. Alternate gender on the other side. And then I guess I'd have to buy the minis separately. I think that's how it works. Yeah, so they all have the same abilities. Draw 1 Viking team ability card to add to the pool at the start of each adventure, and then Rage and Battle Fury. Yeah, that's the same. Okay, yeah. So it's just all their stats that are different. Okay. Here's the Jarl. And the Raider. Okay. And that's it. And these are those Viking sprues that I saw that were all the same. So before you used to, like, you had to buy allies separately. It was like a separate expansion. They give you one here. I guess technically maybe you can buy 3. Okay. I'm down with that. And then upgrades also. Okay. And tons of dice. And then the same 2 dice that you get in the other 2 games. You need a D8 sometimes. And then this right here is to roll for how many enemies you get. You can't get less than 3 unless it changed. Nope. It goes from 3 to 6. Yeah. And a D8, little translucent, kind of fits the whole frost theme. I like it. And some really boring white and red dice, but you need a lot of dice, so. All right, so let's look at some of these cards together. These are the artifacts. I'm not going to show all of them. Key fragment, but I do want to see if they are all Viking themed or maybe Targa themed. Charged relay. Oh, wait, these are the Targa, yeah, so they are Targa themed, a little bit futuristic. I'm not going to show any encounters. Personal items. Let's show one. Excuse me. A leather eye patch. Once per adventure, recover grit up to your max grit. One more. Lucky raiding boots. +1 move and +1 luck. Oh, so these are those team abilities. All right, so let's see what one is. Blood of the Gods. Play at any time. Every Norse hero may heal D6 wounds. Okay, so that's just abilities they can all have. These are the specific cards to the hero classes. Some starting gear. Wolf pelt. Theming is everything in these games. Okay, let's look at one more. Huskarl's bow. Some ranged heroes. Oh, okay, so right now my scavenge cards are all like gold nuggets because it's all frontier like themed. I wonder if it's the same. Cursed gold. Okay, that's different. Moving shadows. Ah, ice themed again. Okay, so a little bit different. Loot. Okay, loot is different also. I mean, same idea. You get money, but at least the pictures are different. Good find. And then what's this? Random starting gear. Berserker Axe. Okay. All right. And in this set of cards, we have the World card. This is the Targa Plateau, the library. Data collection. Whenever a depth event is triggered, also add an archive marker to the depth track. Knowledge Unbound. All scavenge and loot cards are worth 5 XP. All right, so that's when you are in the Targa Plateau, library specifically, and the Norselands. Dark Shadows. Whenever the darkness crosses into a new stage on the depth track, every hero must take D6 horror hits. Odin's Light. Whenever the hero party crosses into a new stage of the depth track, every hero may recover a grit on the D6 roll of a 4+. All right, so the mines, which were like the starting area for the first two games, had nothing here. So there's a little something something for you start here. Oh, okay, and these are enemy trait cards. Are they all for trolls? Specifically for trolls. Okay, so give a random trait to a troll. Here's some gear cards. Let's look at a couple here. Oathbreaker's Axe. Oh my gosh, that looks cool. A couple more. Let's do this one. Raven Feather. Use 2 Darkstone to attach to any item, and then bonus enemy to hit roll of 6+. Do 1 less damage than normal to you. Anything else here? Oh, Darkness. That's for like Targa. Angry Hordes. In the Shadow of Death. The Frost Giant there. And Growing Dread. There's no artwork on these. I won't read that, but the final deck of cards. This is the map deck. This is what you draw from when you're in the Targa Plateau. It'll basically tell you like what map tile to put out. And if there's an exploration token, this one wouldn't. This one would. And you can play it to where there's a specific encounter that goes to it too that kind of matches the tile. This is what the map deck when you're in the Norselands will look like. Still frosty. Otherworld threats. These are like the Targa threats. And then these are the really strong. This is what you have to draw for your enemy pool for epic threats. Oh, a Frost Giant. Oh, they're both Frost Giant. Oh, so is the High. Okay. And then these will be like the low-level threats. 1 troll. Easy peasy. Let's look at a Norseland artifact. Rune of the Trickster. Are they just all runes? Nope. Troll blood. I didn't know trolls were like synonymous with frost encounters. Okay. So I don't see any tokens. Maybe they are under, and yeah, no map tiles either. There they are. Okay. I'll open these up and be back. All right, so let's kind of quickly go through all of these. I don't want anything to fall out, but it does look like everything got a little update. These are the map tiles, and if you can see, this is like the starting map tile. Everything on these map tiles are super detailed, and I played a lot of dungeon crawls at this point. I think these are probably the most detailed map tiles. I'm not really a fan of the puzzle, like snapping them together with these edges, but you know, that's fine. These are all the same. These are just different theming. The depth track has a different theming. It's a little bit more clean. I like that. This is the Targa side, so they're all double-sided. Look at that. Just look at these map tiles. They're highly detailed. The wound sanity, you know, I mean, I'll probably just use dice, but they're there. Let's look at the Targa side. See, look at that. Oh my gosh. The depth effect is awesome. The colors are awesome. It really pops. It's very detailed. Looks like, oh, we have a new kind of token. Looks like maybe hide. I'm really digging the Targa sides. That's awesome. Oh, okay, it's a pelt. I was close. Okay. Oh, and there's those tentacles. They didn't give tentacle minis, but I have a lot already. But I guess if you don't have the first two, because this is standalone, you can just use these. They updated all of these. Tonic, throwing axe, bandage. I don't know what a throwing axe would be the equivalent of. Exotic herb. Same on the other side, more tentacles. This is your side bag. A little bit more Viking themed, a little bit smaller actually. It was a card. Yeah, it was a card. Now it's cardboard. Scavenge token look exactly the same. Yeah. Targa. Oh my, look at that control panel and whatever that is. Yeah, okay. I hope I get into Targa as I explore. Oh, side bag 7 tokens used to be 5. Okay, I like that. So I guess you can maybe unlock some buildings, trade cart, and add these to your event town board. That looks cool. I guess if you don't want to use minis, or if you, for a random targeting, you can just pull these out of a bag. I don't know what these are for. And this is that crystal. Wrecked. Remove all damage. Wait, what is that? Okay. 2 and 3, are they all the same? Okay, and 4. I don't know what that's for. Really nice cardboard. They're not just falling out randomly, all the tokens. Oh, look at that, like a yak looking thing. Random throwing axe. These are the portals and the end caps, if like, because you roll and then like maybe this will be a door, this will be a portal, and these will be closed. You close off with these. I can't see what that is. Does it stay on the side? 5 pelts, and this will be the target end caps, Norseland's end caps. Some goods maybe you can pick up. This looks similar, nothing too crazy. I like this map tile too, though. And finally, the last thing, a ton of tokens. Looks like you might need some tokens for pylons, data core, Librarian Prime. Maybe you gotta break that. I don't know. I don't know what these tokens are. But yeah, grit looks the exact same. Now we have rage tokens. All right, well, I'm excited to play. I'm gonna go ahead and put together some sprues tonight and maybe prime them tomorrow so I can start playing. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.